They formed one of the country's most successful bands ever. But for nearly a quarter of a century, the four members of Pink Floyd have refused to play together. We knew they were reforming for the Live Aid concert, and tonight in an exclusive interview, the drummer N.Mason told ITV News how Bob Geldof talked them into setting aside their differences. He spoke to our senior correspondent, James Mates.
A band who made not only one of the biggest selling albums of all time with Dark Side of the Moon, but two of them, The Wall, cementing their place in the pantheon of British rock. And yet, since Roger Waters walked out more than 20 years ago, they've resisted every offer to get back together, until Bob Geldof got on the phone.
He was really looking for a real novelty act to reconstitute this particular lineup of this particular band. I think was a great idea, and so it was really Bob promoting this.
He got on the phone to you all?
Yeah, I think he started with David and then gradually worked his way round, and I think he was probably as surprised as we were.
If you wanna find out what's behind these cold eyes.
Geldof had known the band since he starred in The Wall, but for 20 years some of the four had barely spoken. Lawyers had been hired and writs issued, but Live 8 was a big enough cause finally to break down this wall.
And Richard Curtis said to me, he said, well look, you know, if the Pink Floyd can agree on what to play, surely the G8 Summit can agree on what to do with sorting out Africa.
Much of what they sang about 30 years ago is just as relevant today. The band have agreed to play 4 of their classic numbers, though which ones, we shall have to wait and see.
Hopefully it'll be fairly slow numbers, because at my advanced stage I don't want anything too fast.
What are your hopes for the day?
I think a bit like the original Live Aid, what one would like is for it to be utterly memorable, for everyone who was there to remember it as a really important and a great event.
The lunatic is on the grass.
The power of Live 8 and the persuasion of Bob Geldof will give rock fans the one reunion they never thought they'd see. James Mates, ITV News.
Remember